Party Monday, yeah. Party Monday. Ooh, yeah, time to have a party on Monday. Yes, indeed, friends. I spoke briefly about it on yesterday's stream, so a little bit later on I'll explain just very briefly again for those who weren't on the stream. Haha, Foxalotl! Morning! It's Party Monday and I've got a present for everyone. Here is the present. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. You keep on shouting, you keep on shouting. I wanna rock and roll all night. Because it hangs over the edge. Hoo-hoo, mate. Live dangerously. Fucking do it. Now he moves. We can turn him more like that. I bought like a 1 litre. So I don't know. Don't know really. As much as it takes, I guess. I'll just mix up big chunk, pour it in, leave it for a day, mix up a bit more, pour it in. So a big moment yesterday. I glued this to its base. This is glued, and I also screwed it down. That's what this is here. I screwed that bad boy down, so we are locked in. Any changes I make now to the base are done whilst it is in one gigantic piece, which is unfortunate. However, this is actually a handy little thing because I can turn it around and maneuver it around, so it's pretty good. Anyway, let's show where the little imp goes, and that's who we are painting today, as a matter of fact. He actually goes just here. So that, theoretically, will be the only angle you'll be able to see him from. This angle I'm going to add more foliage connecting these two, so you won't be able to see him from there. You definitely can't see him from this way because of this tree. So, yeah, he's just going to be tucked away like a little mouse. So, yeah, we're getting very close. So today I sealed this edge with PVA glue, so it is now all one flush edge, which it looks like I might need to do it again to fill the little gaps that appeared, and covered over the screws. And yeah, so we're in the finish line. Finish line is in sight. Sorry, even if I'm not in sight, the finish line is in sight. So I'm really looking forward to painting these edges black and then varnishing the whole scene so that we can move on to another project, but also just painting something a bit smaller. Yeah, the crypt scene's okay. Technically there's a few elements that aren't accurate to OSL, broadly speaking. Let me show you what I mean when it comes around. When I come around. Well, I heard you cry aloud all the way in the sound. Anyway, so we'll just get a bit more light on the situation. Oh, that's helpful, Dano. Good job. Let's see if we can zoom in on that bad boy. We can't zoom too much more than this, but that's probably sufficient for our purposes. So if you have a look over here, this green glow is too bright. So the sword is the same value as the green glow. So I need to bring that green glow down, or the sword up, or more than likely both. So that is not correct. This here, so this little helmet that I did on stream the other day, that's fine because it's metal, it's going to reflect brighter. It needs to be a bit more yellow, but there needs to be more rock colour in there, and then there also needs to be some more sort of shadow elements around these areas. The problem with Arthur's pose, where he is like this, is this light should be casting more light on this side of Dickhead's leg, and it's not at the moment. So that means I've got to repaint this Dickhead's leg or go with the old swordy boy hanging out a bit more, which is what I'm leaning towards. The spider webs will also need some glow as well. So just broadly speaking, like this column should have more shadows. The lighting on the ground isn't correct. Like, you look at where this light source is, this should all be in shadow because of this Dickhead's body. So it looks a little bit wrong to me, but I think that's okay because there's two light sources, which is what I'm gonna say, so I don't have to do any more. I only cover a lot of that shit up with spider webs anyway. Fucking get it done. Spider webs. So I decided to order some decals for this. Found a nice heraldic set of decals that included some crossed keys, and we're just going to give that a red hot go because I feel like this will look awesome with some cool decals on it once I finish that. Same with this. This guy will have crossed keys on his chest. That'll be legit. No one in this scene will have them. We might have a dragon we can put on his cloak, etc. So there you go, team. So that's where we're at with old diorama. But we're going to paint this little dickhead now. This little Grail Pilgrim on Party Monday. So what I'm going to quickly do though, just because I'm very prepared tonight. Check this out. That's a bit bigger than I expected. I always look good, mate. I like Will Smith. What a professional. I don't know what I did there actually. Did I put it in backdrop? I did. I don't really want that in backdrop actually, but okay. Anyway, yeah, Spider Series gonna be mad. Alright, so we'll just hide that away so I can show that. So, because I need to move my camera back over. It's a fucking nightmare every time I try to use my camera over there. Because I can't it's all the way over there. So, that's the last shot you get of the actual live diorama right now. But, that's okay because I have that video to refer to which I took about 20 minutes ago. So it's live. Alright, well, you can definitely go. Like that. Yes. Party Monday, yeah. Alright, we're getting there. Just got to get the right angle, friends, so I can paint comfortably. There we go. It's looking good. Raise your knees. Hello. All right. So we got this little goober who I was not intending on painting, but it feels appropriate that I should paint him and add him to this diorama, given the holistic nature of it and how it incorporates everything. So it feels right to incorporate this little dickhead. This should be fun to paint, actually. And he'll make a nice little treat for everyone. I've decided I'm not going to mention him in any of my social media posts at all. I'm not going to talk about painting him. I'm just going to tuck him in there. And the only people who'll know about it will be the people on this stream. And obviously you people as well. Yes, look, friends. So just to very briefly touch base on last week's Party Monday. Look, it was a disgraceful attempt at Party Monday, if we're honest, and that's okay because my little cat Peaches, whom you've all seen on this stream before, the little champion, she passed away. The little goofball, and I was very upset. I'm still very upset, but I'm feeling a bit better about life this week and everything. So yes, it wasn't great. It was last week. It was a pretty ordinary week, actually. Queensland lost the state of origin. My team got beaten by Manly, and I lost my cat. And so it was all terrible. And I was saying on yesterday's stream how weird it was for me because I wasn't expecting to be as upset as I was about losing little Peaches. So I was quite simply a mess. I was very sad. But I had her for 10 years. She was my best mate for 10 years, so pretty good run, I guess. In human years, that's about 40, so if I get to 40, I'll be stoked. Only 2 years to go. Now, literally, I have no idea what we're going to do with this guy. Absolutely no idea. I am just going to grab colours and smash it on there. Yeah, look, I'm feeling better, but, you know, every now and then I just, like as I was driving into my garage today, normally when I get home from work, some days I'd see her just like sort of chilling around out in the front of the apartment block, just hanging out. I always like to think she was waiting for me to come home. I doubt that was ever the case, but so yeah, I was driving in and I was looking around. I was like, I wonder where Peach is, and then I was like, it's not Peach. There's no Peach. It sucked. Indeed, they are a part of the family, but I grew up without pets in my household. My mum wasn't big on animals. Didn't have a problem with them, but just didn't want to clean up after them, as inevitably she would have. And so I never really dealt with losing a pet before. It's devastating. Fuck me. Anyway, we're on to Party Monday. It's a new week, a week full of fresh opportunities. We celebrate. We enjoy painting toy soldiers. Raise a glass of little Peach. Show off great pictures and videos of Hugo, the champion. Oh, good on you, mate. Yeah, that's very good. Very good of you. I have a friend who does that. And she ends up buying most of them. Or adopting most of them. It's a mixture of regal blue and green and some brown. And we'll see what happens next, I guess. That is awesome. Cats would be so good. Oh, you are not prepared. Very cool. Nice colour palette. Very cool, mate. Is your sister single, mate? There is every possibility that I would like to propose marriage to her. That's a magnificent game. Magnificently named cats. Well, that's unfortunate, mate. Here's me thinking we could become brothers. I was imagining this whole wonderful storyline. Have a wedding at city council. You know, all that sort of stuff. Wow, that's a rough week. Hey, Yanama. I want this dude's colour palette to be like, just like the rocks, so he sort of blends in a bit anyway. Oh, thanks, mate. Yes. Bit rough. Bit of a rough week. But, yeah. Got to paint some toy soldiers and enjoy what I still have in my life, and that was spending a couple of days with little Hugo and my girlfriend and all those things. Unfortunately, the older I get, the more... G'day, Emmanuel. The more we're going to have to deal with that sort of stuff, I guess. Not just me, everyone. As you get older, you lose more people. It sucks. Well, I'm about to hit 20,000 followers on Instagram too. I've only got like 4 people left. 4 followers left. How cool is that? 20,000 knob ends following Big Deno. My apologies to all of you. The absolute utter tripe that I post. But that's on Instagram. I don't really post a lot of tripe on Instagram. Save that for my Twitter. I was chatting to some friends the other night. They were saying how much they hate Twitter. I was like, fucking hell, Twitter's the best. Twitter is absolutely my go-to. I like Twitter way more than I like all the other ones. Oh, look at my ghostly face. It is indeed, Yanama, the nature of life. The guinea pig heavy portfolio pays off for the hungry investor. A little Futurama quote for you there, friends. I love Futurama. I don't know if it's just me and the way that I approach social media or whatever, but I haven't been involved in any drama like for a long time on the internet. Because I don't get involved in shit. Like I think I talked about it on a stream a little while back. The last time I got involved in shit was the old mate with the fucking varnish, where he's like, Alfonso Geraldez stayed at my house. You know, that guy. That's the last time I couldn't handle the level of stupidity, and I was just like, fucking tell this guy what's up. But generally, I don't really, like, I'll see something stupid and I'll just be like, well, you're a fuckwit, and then I'll keep on scrolling. But yeah, I saw this fucking Warhammer. What is up with the Warhammer side of the internet, by the way, friends? Like, why is everyone just like hating on everyone else? I don't understand. Like, we all just want to play games and be friends. Can't we just hang out and have a good time? You know? And instead of that being the case, everyone's fucking getting arms up in something. Anyway, some Twitter drama happened because some guy made a comment that Warhammer fucking online or something posted pictures of the same people's stuff, and it would be great if they posted other people's stuff sometimes. And I don't know why, there's obviously some background to it, but someone else was like, you're just a fuckwit, mate. Fucking... And then it was on for young and old, and they were fucking having a massive feud. It's like, seriously, guys. Can't we just paint toy soldiers? Can't we just paint toy soldiers, guys? Seriously. I don't understand. You know what I mean? We're all here for the same hobby. It's great. We all like similar things. That's great. Let's just do the thing. I'll send you the link. If you send me a whisper, I'll remember it. Oh, Honey Bunny. He's coming up to QMHG, yeah? You booked your flights or what? Let's do it. Let's fucking roll. Come hang out with Big Deno. Spend a couple of days painting in the studio. Go to Ipswich. Hang out. Be great. You can see your parents or whatever if you want. Who cares? But more importantly, Big Deno. Yeah, I do like this little dude. Yeah, so I didn't want to paint him for the diorama, but that didn't mean I didn't want to paint him because he's a cool little guy. I was just like, yeah, I'll find a spot for him in something. I remembered to buy airbrush cleaner too. Would have been a tragedy if I didn't. How would I paint? Can't paint without an airbrush. I'm gonna do a thing where I don't use an airbrush on a paint job one day. I'm gonna do that. It's about time. I haven't done that in a while. Here's my new airbrush cleaner. Fill that bit up. You may be asking, why are you filling up this bottle, Deno? Well, the answer is I'm spilling it all over myself, so that's a bit stupid. Because this bottle shoots out too much airbrush at the one time. Ugh. Too much liquid at the one time, so I just want this one which has a smaller nozzle so I can just shoot a little bit. Alright. Have some wipes. I love being prepared for everything. All of life's little eventualities. Party Monday! G'day, Rumble! What's going on, champion? Yeah, it is. It is indeed. Well, allow me to show you. I don't know where he hides. Alright, wait, it's coming. Very soon. See that frosty tree up the top there with snow? He's behind that tree. See that rock? He's behind that rock. This will be the only moment you'll be able to see him in the diorama. And he's right beside that little green tree in between the rock and the other tree. When this rolls around, he'll be hidden again. Yeah. You won't ever see him. And no one but people on this stream is going to know about it, because I didn't talk about it on any of my socials. It's going to be great. My goal is to be finished this week. It may or may not happen. Depends on whether my decals arrive, which I don't think they will. And it depends on how much painting I do. Because there's a fair few details in every model that needs to be done, so it's still a little way off. But if the base is complete and all of the resin pours done and all of the other bits and pieces are done, I can just do the models whenever I feel like. Basically. G'day, inhabitant of Carcosa. It hit me the other day. I was like, I want to paint something different. What I feel like, where I feel like I'm at the moment is I don't feel like I'm stretching myself on these paint jobs. And I sort of planned on trying to stretch myself, and I did for a couple of them, mostly the ones I really liked. But the others, it felt more like I was just trying to get through them for the sake of the diorama. So I think I've potentially left some quality out on the pitch. It's a cool idea. Oh, Benny. Yeah, look, we started early, mate. It was your girlfriend that initiated it, actually. So, don't blame me. That's not true. She said nothing but good things about you. How you're like her third favourite painter in Australia. All that sort of stuff. My goal in life is to try and overtake Colwell now. In Bunny's estimation, that's what I've got to do. That's my goal. So I'm already early, coming up to Brisbane. Come hang out with the big man in the studio. It'll be great, mate. You'll have a great time. And then secretly, my ulterior motives are revealed. It's all about getting Big Tenno to be number one. Colwell, yeah. He's been working away on some other projects that he's not showing at the moment. Pity likes. I feel like he pity likes me all the time too, mate. Don't worry. He's such a humble dude. It's so annoying sometimes. It's like, fuck's sake, man. Have you seen your models? Can you pull your fucking head in? But yeah, I understand, because I feel the same way about my models. I spend all my time going, yeah, that could be better. Yeah, mate, even all jokes aside, you should definitely come up and just hang out, check out the weekend. Don't bring too many models though, because I want to fucking win model of the show, and if you bring like 12 models, you'll be fucking competing against me. I shan't be having that. I'm just kidding, do what you want. Bring as many models as you want, mate. I'm still fucking spooky. Fuck you. I don't think I've seen Honey's latest whip. Well, I saw it about a week ago. Cool Nico Galaxy bus. Looked awesome. Legitimately awesome, actually. Ben's leaning a little bit too heavily into the fucking Star Wars aesthetic for my liking. Have an original paint job, you fuck. I'm a pest sometimes. Cut me some slack, mate. My cat died. Wonder how long I can lean on that one for. Nice. Oh fuck, sorry mate, I didn't realise. Yeah, no, I talked about it before. I lost my cat last weekend. It was awful. So I was having a shocking party Monday last week. I talked about it on yesterday's stream. If you want to go and watch it, I talked about it a fair bit. So, but yep, sad day, sad times, but it's all okay. Life goes on, and yes, it was a fucking terrible, terrible, terrible day. Don't rehash it too much, but yeah, I cried a lot. Oh yeah, mate, they're awesome. Wait till you get into the. So that was his first book. He wrote that in like the late '80s, I think. Crystal Shard, and it's just like full D&D nostalgia, right? And that first series is just, it reads like a D&D story. But as it gets on, the story gets a lot more adult and compelling. Having said that, I still love those books as well, so I guess it's adult and compelling enough. I think so. I'll tell you a weird story about my experience with that book series. I actually started reading the second book in that first trilogy called Streams of Silver. I read that first. I couldn't tell you why. I think I hired it out from the library because it looked cool. And I obviously didn't notice the fact that it was a book 2 in a trilogy or whatever. And so I had no idea that there was a Crystal Shard book. So I'm reading through like this story. I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. And I was like, wait, there's a fucking sequel? Yeah. So I read the sequel, which was actually book 3, called The Halfling's Gem. And then I read like the next series of books, of which there is 4. Legacy, Starless Night, Passage to Dawn, and one other one. And then at that point, I think I realised that there was a Crystal Shard, which was the first book in the series. So I went back and read it, and it felt like I was reading a prequel, which was quite neato. I wouldn't start with the second series, no. I would start with that one. I feel like you're either going to get into it or you're not going to get into it with that book series. You'll know whether it's the type of stories that you're interested in. He just gets better as a writer, but the way that he writes stories stays the same. So, and there's enough of a detailed background and stuff about the characters that you sort of need from there. Regus. Oh, Rumblebelly. Third book's about him. It's called The Halfling's Gem. It is indeed. Hey Drax, what's going on? Ah, beautiful. Good stuff, mate. I should put my picture back on. Vampires. They're pretty quick books to read, mate. Like, they're not long books. I don't know, 250 pages or something. Shorter than a Dresden Files book, if you've ever read the Dresden Files. If you haven't, do yourself a fucking favour. Read the fucking Dresden Files. It's significantly better than the show, Drax. Significantly better. The show was a travesty. I don't read a lot of sci-fi books. I mostly read fantasy books, but I make an exception for the Dresden Files, which I guess isn't really a sci-fi. It's more of a fantasy. But oh my goodness, it is unreal. The Dresden Files. Let me see if I can entice you into reading them. They read like one-shots. All of the books read like little one-shots. So there's a great overarching narrative. Sort of like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Remember Buffy? How Buffy was like just one episode after another of Monster of the Week, but then it culminated in a story as well. Dresden's so good. Ian Banks though. Oh, check it out. Buffy was the best, man. Fuck. I actually just started rewatching Battlestar Galactica. Yeah, my girlfriend and I started watching The Nevers, and we also started watching Loki, and I'm mad keen on both of them. However, I cannot watch more of The Nevers because I can't watch it without my girlfriend, and I cannot watch more of Loki because that fucking series doesn't come out until once a week, and it drives me mental. So I had to rewatch something. So I was like, I might just rewatch Battlestar. I'm going to enjoy it on the second rewatch. I only watched it for the first time a few months ago, but I'm going to enjoy watching it with the retrospective knowledge. The new one. Well, newish. It really is. Yeah, I remember watching the first 2 seasons and telling my mate Koki about it. I was like, "Fuck, man, this show's so good. I can't believe I never watched it." And he never watched it either. He was a Battlestar Galactica guy. Stargate guy. And I was like, "Yeah, get into it, man. I'll be fucking mad. We'll talk about it." So he started watching it, and about halfway through the second season, he's like, "Yeah, this is awesome." And I was about halfway through the 3rd or 4th season then, and I was like, "Yeah, hey, Jen, it's not as great." Season 3, New Caprica, and Season 4, religious craziness. So, but it's fine. It was enjoyable enough. But I'm going to enjoy watching the retrospectively, knowing what's going to happen. Hey, Arnulan69, yeah. Hey, all your new friends that just joined, here's this. It's just there. I'm okay, mate. Thank you for asking. Ah, Finn, what's happening? Good work, champion. One of your best. Wow. Conservatory. Awesome. Coolio. Yeah, everyone looks a little bit different from last time. If anyone wants to see anyone from the diorama, just let me know, because I can just grab them off. No one's glued down yet. Oh, airbrush needle. You hate to see it. Do you know what I did, Finn? I love future demo, past demo. Look at past demo. Replacement needle, ready to go. I love being prepared for shit. It's the fucking best. I'm not prepared for like the zombie apocalypse or anything, but anytime I need toy soldier stuff, I'm usually all over it. Like Big Deno on a cream bun. As in, like, people prepping for the zombie apocalypse. I'm sure there are people that do that, Drax, but no. No, it's not a thing. No. Not, maybe there are, but we don't fucking talk about it. We don't have to do anything to survive here, mate. We're used to it. It's just Australia. I'm just half-assing this guy, actually, friends, I've realised. So, I hope you're all okay with that, because he's getting hidden anyway. Just going to contrast paint the shit out of this guy. There probably is. There probably is. There's probably some Mad Max dudes somewhere in Australia. I don't know, like, honestly, I don't think Australians feel like we're going to be the cause of the zombie apocalypse. And I feel like we're so far away from everyone else, no fucking zombies are ever going to get here anyway. So, we're not worried, mate. All the zombies will be in America. I've watched all the zombie movies, mate. They're always in America. They never talk about Australia, because we're just fine. We're the last refuge. Or the Grail Isles, where everyone goes. We would love to show you your piece and have a talk about it, Arnold. Get it on here, son. Let's do this. Let's do this feedback. Party Monday. Oh, here we go. All right. All right. Boom. Alright, so you're familiar with the rules of feedback, Arnuland? The rules of feedback are as follows. You get fucking destroyed. And that's it. There's no rules. Did I hit 20,000 yet? No, fuck. I'm actually going to look it up on my phone because I want to zoom in. Because I can't zoom in much. Okay. Good, strong colour palette. Yellow and blue. Yellow sort of leaning more towards orange, which is great. Good, strong colour palette. I'm just going to do a grey and white photo and have a look at it in a grayscale because I think it will be a value problem. Edit. How the fuck do I edit? There it is. Grayscale. I'm just looking at it in grayscale. Yeah, so the challenge with painting with a colour like yellow is you'll have areas that you want to be the focal points. Now for these orcs with their faces being covered, it's really tricky, right? So you sort of need to almost trick the eye into looking at that spot. What I'm looking at the moment is that knee pad. That is the first thing that I look at because it's really good, but it also looks like it's very high value. The skull, I'm not seeing the skull as much, but I think that's because of the background, right? If I was looking in the hand, I probably would see the skull more. But the values are actually not too bad. Like you've got a decent value on the face, but the problem is that green is very desaturated. What I would try and do is add some red tones into the face, because I think some saturated red, which is the colour of danger, and we're always naturally drawn to red, will really bring your gaze into that face. Fen's got some good feedback there as well. I would try and add some more richer greens, like some darker, more green greens into the skin tone as well, just to try and make that area more saturated, because at the moment it's getting lost in the yellow. The yellow is fighting for dominance and winning. So that's my first piece of feedback around drawing that focus into the face area. Second piece of feedback is the base is really good, but it's also feels like you need to bring that down a bit and make it a little bit less interesting, because the model is like the base is just as interesting as the model. Sometimes that's okay, but I prefer bases to be a little bit less interesting, so that you're drawn to the model again. I think you may have slightly overdone. Hey Shadow, you've slightly overdone the scratches. Feels like the scratches and the mud is happening more than it needs to. Perhaps you're losing a little bit of your good quality paintwork, because it looks like it's pretty reasonably painted in general. But there's just a lot of scratches happening. So it's probably too late to try and change that now. I wouldn't try and change that, but maybe just add a few areas on key armor plates where there's less scratches, and just try and lean into that. And I think that is about it. That is about it. I don't like the blue axe either. Blue axe sucks. Change the blue axe. Also, one of my pet peeves, this will sound ridiculous, it's one of my pet peeves. That base on the edge, the black edge, it's not smooth. Fuck, that pisses me off, man. I tell you what, I'll lose it when I see that. Have a look at this. Have a look at the picturesque fucking smoothness of these bases. Look at this bad boy. Let me just fucking show you this bad boy. Look at this. Fucking silky smooth edges. Magnificent. Yours looks like a fucking murder scene. Dear idea. Anyway, mate, pretty good. I think that's a reasonable paint job. And thus endeth the feedback session for you. I'm sure other people would like feedback, and I welcome those people to throw their hat into the ring. Because why not? Yeah, it could have been worse. Could have gone heavier. Getting soft in my old age. Yeah, mate, they didn't just win, they flogged them. I told you at the start, I told you a couple of weeks ago, man, the Broncos are a lock for the spoon. The spoon. 2 years on the hop, the Broncos, the Spooners. Shadow, you've raid. This model is from the Kickstarter, the Echoes of Camelot Kickstarter. And this little chap is actually a secret model that we're going to put on there. Hey, celery! Would you like to see the diorama, Shadow Yuvra? Here you go. I'll play it for you again because why not? Why not show off my diorama? Good feedback, actually. That is a good video from Jose Da Vinci. That guy can fucking paint, by the way. He follows me. He follows me on Twitch and on Instagram, I think. Let me go check. Hey, something pretty. Thanks for raiding, champion. Welcome to the stream, mate. Oh, that's so nice. Obviously, you haven't seen the video of me up in the top right. I've got a head like a beaten favourite. But thank you to all of those lovely people. Are those buttons? That's great stuff. I'll have a button. Yeah, I've got a head like a bucket of smashed crabs. So you've come to the wrong stream, but that's okay. Let me show you what I do. I'll show you my diorama. This is what I actually do. You're amazing. Thanks, something cool. I gave you a shout out. This is what I'm working on right now. There you go. So this little chap here, you're all privy to a very secret paint job. The only people who are aware of this is my stream friends. This little chap is going to be hidden away in the diorama. Hidden away. Is there heavy breathing at the start of it? I was filming it on my camera before and I didn't have time to cut out the sound, so whoopsies. Oh well. It's an attractive voice. Attractive heavy breathing. He is going, there's a tiny little rock at the top. I'm going to do an ASMR stream one day. I'm going to get a microphone right here and I'm going to lick it and paint toy soldiers at the same time. It's going to be great. People are going to love it. And by people I mean I'm going to love it because I'm going to have the best time. Could you imagine, eh? Thank you for following Moonwolf1967, and if that is your age, you are 16 years older than me. And if it is not your age, thank you, Overstarched. I too enjoy my potatoes overstarched. Overstarch and underdeliver, that's always my approach when it comes to cooking anyway. Good for you, champion. My dad was born in 1958 and I don't reckon he could find his way to my Twitch stream, so you're doing a magnificent job. Well done, you. Yes, so Raider friends, I'm not. Ooh, look at the quality of that picture. Showing off my bad painting. I'm not very serious about this gear, so I apologise if you're coming here for a serious, intensive stream on how to be a better painter. Eliandria 87, well done. Thank you for the follow. You're talking about Lando Calrissian. Are you talking about Donald Glover? I am familiar with the Anakin Padme meme, yes. The one about where they're in the field of flowers and he's like going to disappoint the shit out of her. Oh, Lando. What a great name for a dog. If this is throwing shade at me. Very good. Very good. Very good. I like it a lot. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I'll give you a Hugo update, friends. He had a good weekend, actually, the little dude. Let me see if I can show you this video because he's been learning some great tricks. I can. Yes, here we go. So this video will probably not be as exciting as my diorama video, but here we go. Oh.
Down.
Pause. Sorry. Yeah, he is called Chicken Nugget, but we call him Hugo. Yeah. Here he is. Ready?
Down.
What a good boy.
Good boy.
Yes. Good boy. He's so funny. So yes, here he is about to have a little lie down. Yeah, he's a little fashionista, mate. Here he is, just waking up in the morning. Look at him go, having a great time, lying in the sun. But my girlfriend worked from home today, and yeah, so he was just hanging out on the balcony with her. Can you really? Well, maybe I should get matching dog outfits for me and my girlfriend. That'd be good. Look at that. Look at little boy. He's a good boy actually. He had a weird weekend. He spent the weekend with me at my house, and we think he might have been really cold because he couldn't. He couldn't do it. Do you want to see the rest of the down training? It's pretty good. You'll like this. All right. This is the this is the other training. This is the training on the same day, the video before the Grail video.
Come here.
Here we go. Hey, little boy.
All right, ready? Down. Down. Oh, so close.
It's just
down. Oh, funny. Oh, okay, let's try this way. Okay, sit down. Down. That's not down, that's sitting. Okay.
Oh, he's doing such a good job.
Let's try this. Okay, Hugo, down. No.
He knows what to do.
Are you training? Okay. Hugo,
Come on, buddy.
down. Down.
Good boy.
Good kiddo.
Oh man, I gotta get a Hawaiian shirt for Hugo. That's the best call. We can wear matching shirts on the stream. Oh, he's got socks. Oh my god, I gotta send my girlfriend that picture because she was talking about buying Hugo socks the other day because she thought he had cold feet. Oh, golden times. Does Lando hate the socks? Wow. Wow, we've got to try that for Hugo. Derp. Yeah, he's got some zombie vibes, but I'm going to try and make that less zombie-esque soon. Hopefully. I want him to blend in with the rocks is the problem. I want him to be noticeable. Oh, Valadin, thanks, champion. You're going into the draw to win these little vampires. He is going on the diorama, yes, Celery, he is. He's hiding away. And only people on the stream will know where he is. I'm not going to mention him on any of my other social media platforms, anywhere, anything like that. It's just us. That's okay, mate. You're welcome to sub for the models. You can sub for whatever reason you want. I appreciate it nonetheless. I hope you win. Oh, excellent. Excellent work in the tie for Party Monday. Good boy. Thank you for joining us. Lando, that is a magnificent Hawaiian shirt. My girlfriend is in a dye. Copy image address. Ugh. I'll just copy the image. Copy image. Oh, fuck this shit. Fuck this noise. Excellent. What a guy. Genghis. That's a good name for a dog, actually. Is he a destroyer? Has he conquered all of China? Be a man, you must be swift as a coursing river, with all the force of a great typhoon, with all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Should really be using better brushes. My brushes are on their last legs. But I hate change of any kind. It is the best song in that movie. Looks like we are marching off to battle. In a stumbling herd, we feel a lot like cattle. 1 second, I need to get another beer. What do we want? A girl worth fighting for. I want a paler than the moon, eyes that shine like stars. I don't know, mate. Just lucky, I guess. Ah, yes. That is a good outfit too. Man, I love dogs, eh? It's good to have lots of dog talk tonight. I feel sad about my cat, so we have dog talk. That makes me feel better. Very good. Rocket does shake. What a good little boy Rocket is. Hugo's very good at shake. He's very good at sit, and he's very good at touch. He's only just starting to get a handle on down now. The problem is he only does it when you got a piece of food in your hand. Oh, look at that guy. What a corgi boy. So good. This is the real content, friends. This is why people come to this stream. It's for dog content. We all know it. Let's just embrace it. Let's go and have a look at what Something Pretty was doing on his or her stream. I'm going to take a wild punt and say her stream, but we could be wrong. Let's go have a Bo Peep. Do some flashy tricks. Yeah. This looks great. This is excellent stuff, Dano. You're doing a great job here, mate. Wow. Quality. Quality viewing. What do we got going on up here? Twitch. Look. There we go. What's going on over here? Oh, is this cool drawings? Yes. Yes. I like drawings. Very cool. Do we have an Instagrams?
That lock. Worse, they won't told.
Oh yes, cool. Yes, little dragons. Oh, that's awesome. That'd make a really cool model, actually. I'd like to paint a model like that. Asian Neanderthal. We're just having a look at something pretty stream. Oh, that's my Discord. So I'm going to go back to painting models in a minute. I'm going to go like that, actually, because that's great. Good job, you. Do you do face stuff as well? That's awesome. I love watching streams of people do body paint. It's such a cool art form. I don't get it at all.
Sure, no, I heard it was only the beginning. Picasso, I do see the camera
2 hours,
down
that's impressive.
in the corner there. See, that's my hand.
Nice.
I'm on a big old.
Nice. Oh, Punisher.
Tablet. It says
Sick.
CT. If you go exclamation mark tablet in the chat.
Good job, you.
It's all sunshine and roses. No, it's gotta be. It has to be. Don't.
Cool. There you go. You should all go follow something pretty. No, Asian Neanderthal. I was just having a Bo Peep at someone's stream, mate. So this is what I'm working on at the moment. I'm just going to show my video again. See you, Arnold. It was a great video, you know. One of your best, mate. Good set. Could not organise my way out of wet paper bag, eh? I'm probably louder. I just tone it down for the stream. G'day to Jaluk at 1960. We've got another 67 baby in the stream tonight as well. How great's that? Just big Dano caters for all ages. Well done. Yes, I think he is loosely based on someone. Not sure. Let's make this little thing gold. Yeah, not my design. I just paint them. I am not good enough to do anything but that. Actually, that's not true. I've done a little bit of 3D sculpting, and I'm not very good at it. I'd like to try more down the track. It's one of those things on my list of things to do. I was chatting to my friend, the guy on the horse is Galahad. Do you want to have a closer look at him? I've got him just here. Let's take him out of the diorama. Boop. Diorama just sitting there. Hey, Wampa. Oh, good job. Yeah. Well, there you go. Here's a nice view of him. It's actually a her, by the way. It's a pretty cool story. They decided to sculpt it to be very androgynous, so you can make your own determinations about whether it's a male or a female or a gender-neutral person. So I chose to make mine a female because I think that's a cool story that Galahad, the purest of Arthur's knights, was a female. What a fucking legend. It is a great model though. I've just got to finish these reins and I've got some decals coming. So I was chatting to Colwell the other night and we were talking about this diorama and how the things I've enjoyed the most in it have been the building and the conceptualising of it. But I actually expressed some frustration. No, frustration not the right word, but I was like, it would have been super cool if I had been able to introduce models that didn't come in the Kickstarter. This has been 7 weeks worth of work. We hit 7 weeks yesterday. Thanks, champion. My one downside with this project has been all of the models that I've painted, I've had to add them to the diorama because they're a part of the scene. And there's a couple of them I probably wouldn't have added. I had to fight to try and figure out places for them in the diorama. And it would be cool to actually build a diorama like this from the ground up without being constrained by what models I can use. Because I think it'd be quite fun to just plot out all those little stories and then find the models to suit the stories instead of build the stories to suit the models, which is what I did. I've sort of tentatively started something else that will probably take another year or two before I get around to doing it, given the other Kickstarters and shit I've got on the way. It's been a good experience doing this diorama thing. I've liked it. This is just a very quick job, friends. I'm just doing a rough. This guy's just getting hidden away, so we don't really mind the details that much. Wampa, did you end up watching a replay of the State of Origin, mate? Like watch the game or? Oh, Abe, it's not a fucking public holiday for me, dickhead. Remember, I'm in fucking Queensland. It is a party Monday, so it's almost as good as a public holiday. Yeah, good Wampa. Don't chase it, mate. Don't chase. Find it. It's no good. Barry Crocker. See ya, Shadow Uvray, you champion. Have a great Monday. What's it like over in Perth, Tajaluk? I have two great friends who are over in Perth. Friends of mine. Travelled overseas with them. 4 Little Toy Soldier games. Had a ripping good time. Great human beings. Yeah, I keep telling them to move over to Brisbane, but they never listen. Look at these little idiot bug things. What are we going to do with them? Oh, you got the Critical Role figures. My friend designed those. My friend Russ Charles. And Tom Leishman. They're also my friends. The company owner, one of the company owners, his name's Matt Hart. He's a very good friend of mine. He just painted some models for Matt Mercer actually. Pretty cool story. I sent him a message and said, hey, how come you didn't get me to paint it, mate? Because I'm like 10 times the painter that you are, dickhead. And he's like, yeah, sorry, mate. He's chasing those celebrity likes. Work too, the chump got like 3,000 likes on his post on Twitter. I think I told this story on a stream a few months ago. I was at a convention called SteamCon, and Russ, the sculptor, he sculpted a model in a fucking hour and a half. Fucking segment. It was ridiculous. He was there and he sculpted a dude like 90% of the way in an hour. I watched it. It was bizarre. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, he's the guy who sculpted the Critical Role miniatures. And Tom Leishman. Do it to Jalik. One of my best mates is from Gympie. He doesn't live there now. He lives in Brisbane with me. I would like to paint some Critical Role minis at some point. Could be fun. Too many hours in the day. Well, not enough hours in the day, I should say. For me to do all the cool things I want to do with toy soldiers and have a real job. Maybe I should give up my real job and paint toy soldiers professionally. Become a professional dog watcher. Oops, that was an awful decision, didn't I? One of your worst. That'll work. Yeah, it can be hard if you don't have the exact right colour. Topless, I wasn't kidding about that. Sister mate, you let me know if she gets single or right. I'd love to marry a chick who's named her dogs after Parks and Rec characters. That'd be glorious. Do a guy solid, right? I'd be nice to have as a brother-in-law. I'll look after you. We'll do painting sessions. Do good stuff. What do you reckon? See you, Leandria, if I've pronounced it correctly. I don't need luck. I'm unbelievable, but I appreciate the sentiment. Hey, Jim. What's going on? Oh mate, I'm so glad you asked. I've been desiring an opportunity to post my video again for the 11 millionth time, and so I shall. Go me. You know what I always say, mate? Not here to fuck spiders. Let's get it done. It's not quite finished, mate, but we're getting close. We're getting closer. Another week or two. Should see it all done, bar the shouting. Yeah. So for some context, well, you probably know, this dude was a part of the Kickstarter. He was this a model that they added, and I don't actually love the model. Like, it's one of my least favourite models. Sorry, that's not true. I like the model. It doesn't fit in with the rest of the theme at all, and so I never intended on putting it in the diorama, but for the sense of the completionist side of me is just like, you got to put it in the fucking diorama, you dickhead. So here we are. So we're going to hide him. He's just going to be tucked away for people who've watched this stream and know where he is. hopefully not too many others will see him. So we're gonna dull him down a bit after I've finished all the bits and pieces. And we're also not too worried if it's no good, the paint job, because he's hidden away. We don't actually want him to be seen, so that much anyway. I've got to write my article for you, mate. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I will promise I will do it. This has just been my priority for the last forever. In any spare time I've had, I've just been doing this. But as this draws to a close, I'll have a bit more free time to just do fun stuff like write articles or masturbate furiously, whatever the case may be. Little toilet humour for you all there. Hope you enjoyed it. G'day, Gut and Gold. Yeah, I think it'll be fun, mate, to have this little treat, but I'm worried that it's wildly out of theme. That's my concern. I've worked so hard on having cool stories, and if I can't make sure this dude hides away, then I will have failed. Alright, here we go. Let's cheat at being a good painter. Well, hello there. Alright, well, I'm pretty happy with this dude, actually. But let's put him in the scene. See how he looks. Shall we? Alright, stand by. Stand by for rapid camera realignment. Alright, look at us go. That was pretty seamless, actually. Fuck off, picture. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Alright. Get out of the way, cable. This little chap, it's tucked in all the way up here. Let's see how he looks. Move that tree, Deno, before you fucking drop it, you peanut. Dinin, 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 dinin. That's pretty cool. So you definitely can't see him from that angle. Put the tree back on. He's pretty tucked away in there. Just got to make sure you can't really see him from any other angles. I am going to sell it, yes mate. Maybe, if anyone's crazy enough to buy it. Yeah, what a little dude, eh? He's just like hanging out up the back there. Alright, let's turn it on. And see how he goes. I'm glad I made this decision. Oh, I missed your message. You said that the other day, mate. That's sorry I didn't respond. I have thought about it. Yes. At this point in time, I'm just going to wait. I don't want to make any rash decisions. But yeah, I mean, I've got a little cat door in my house that would also function as a little dog door. So it could work. And it would be cool for Hugo to have a little friend to hang out with and play with. When I go to work, I can drop him at my girlfriend's house on the days that he's not going to daycare. Yeah, so it could work, mate. But I'm not going to rush into anything because I'd hate to make a decision in an emotive state. So yeah. Oh, I'm at 19,999 followers on Instagram. Isn't that cool? I got to get Hugo some socks, man. Hot tub party for 20k. Seems like a very easy goal to achieve. ASMR stream. This dude is scheduled to locate himself up the top here. Just here. Which you can't really see. But just up here. So I just got to finish him off. Well, there's not much left on the base, really. I'm going to do more snow. So let's just talk through what I've got left to do. That's one of the reasons I wanted to do this anyway. So this rock area and these rock areas just need a bit more work. I'll come back to that. This area here, I'm going to add more foliage so it hides away my bad paintwork on that wall. This here is going to need another bit of foliage there. There needs to be a little bit more red light. This is moving too fast. I'll stop you now. Just need a little bit more red light on the ground. The red's very intense on her magic, so it needs to be reflected on the environment a bit more as well. I may yeah, I'll come back to the yellow wall in a sec. I may want to do some more work on this space back here. Bit of green. But what happened there? Oh, that's just where the joins. We've obviously got the waterfall bits here, which should be relatively easy to do. He says, with carefree abandon. And then this area up here is going to need some foliage and bits and pieces, because I have not finished that yet. I only filled that in last night. I've got my spider webs to hang here for when my spider web bits arrive. So we're going to do that. I need to tone this green down, obviously paint this bit. I'm not going to do too much more to the walls, because I feel like the lighting is the focus and anything else is just going to be a distraction. But yeah, so then up here, this seems pretty good, just some more snow. Yeah, and then this bit here, I just need to do these bits of wall, which are where I joined it all together. This bit down here needs some plants and what have you. And then yeah, this join here, when I put it together initially, that was actually a perfect join, and now it is not. So I need to make some more little bricks to slide in there. And then yeah, you can't really see from here, but oh, you can see the little Grail Pilgrim from up there. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. A little back of him anyway. Maybe I do need to paint the back. Yeah, so this scene was supposed to be a bit more yellow than it is currently. And yeah, so some green, there's some green elements on there, but I think it would do well with some hanging vines of some description. Maybe along here, just like some little draperies of green. That could work. And I probably just need to highlight the rocks a little bit, of the castle bit a little bit more, specifically in this area here perhaps, maybe. This is going to get a mud effect. So I just got to work out what I need to do in the next bit, and then I can paint this edge black, and then I can varnish all of this and move on to finishing off the models. Yeah, I really want to get all of this done and complete. So then all I have to do is the models. Yeah, the edge is going to be black. Yep. So I'll just paint all that black, and we shall move on. It's pretty cool, friends. I'm pretty proud of it. I feel like there's a lot of elements that I would do differently in hindsight. I feel like it's too big. It would be better if the scenes were more compact. Like this scene here, for me, is the best scene because it is in this space. This scene is taking up too much space with not enough story. This one is again a lot of space for this story. I feel like this one is the second best scene in terms of how well it fills the space because of all of the extra nooks and crannies and bits and pieces in there. This one is my least favourite scene in terms of the storytelling and in terms of how it works. I'm hoping the waterfall will help to fix that. I'm hoping. And this one feels pretty weak in terms of how I've used the space. Actually, it's probably not. That's probably not the right thing to say. It feels weak because of the story. That the lack of connection between the models feels really evident to me. I should have done more to convert these models in the way that I did with Merlin and Morgana. But I didn't. So be it. So be it. Alright, I'm just going to turn this on for you to just watch that for a bit whilst I paint and mull over it. I'm just painting the eagle. It's boring, so. No, I mean, I generally feel this way at the end of a project, and it's usually exacerbated the more time I've spent on the project. I often feel guilty that I haven't spent more time on the project. I feel like there's many elements that could be improved, and I feel like there is a lot of stuff that I've left out on the field, so to speak. I could do more than what I've done, but at the same time, you have to be able to just go, you know what, I'm done, and I've achieved what I wanted to achieve out of this project, which is a cool diorama for all my models from Echoes of Camelot. It's not perfect. I don't know if I could make it perfect. I don't think I have the patience for that. I mean, I spent more time, I think, on my Monty entry, on a little 2-model bust thing, than I have on this. That's probably close to true. I would have to think about that and look at the time I've spent on that and go back and look at my Twitter and stuff. But I think I spent more time on 2 models than I did on this 12 model diorama. 13 model diorama. I'm going to keep saying 12 so people don't know that he's on there. So, yeah, I guess I could spend the next 6 months on this and make it awesome. But it then becomes about trying to achieve a result instead of trying to enjoy what I do. And I've enjoyed it, and I'm ready to move on to a new project. So I think that's what we'll do. You ready for a sad moment that I have every now and then? Sometimes the wind rattles my cat door. And for a moment I'm like, Peachy's here. And then I get real sad. Yes, thank you, Green Boy. I feel like if you're not enjoying your hobby, then you're doing something wrong. So I try to enjoy it, as opposed to trying to achieve a result. And I think that's probably one of my weaknesses, but I believe it is also a strength. Ajidal, hello mate. That's a good question. Haven't thought about that. Let me glue this dude in while I think about that. In terms of which one is the best story, I feel like it's actually this one, but sorry, I need to do this. Ugh. I have. Actually, I haven't seen the gameplay explainer trailer. Haven't seen that. Oh, thanks, Garfield0096. I think the scene that is my favourite this is probably the one that means the most to me. This one. Because when I started doing that and it started coming together, I believed that I could actually pull this off. So I'm the most excited and enthusiastic about that one. I think this one has the most impact, but I think it's got some weak scenery elements. That one's, I think, the best painted scenery. This one is, it's okay. It's the last scene I painted, so it's the weakest in terms of how much effort I've put in. Like, I spent fucking 3 days painting the rocks and shit on this wall and doing all sorts of cool highlighting and shit. And then I reckon I spent a quarter of that time on the tree base. Yeah, so I think the wall scene. I could get some mist in there. I looked up a smoke machine actually, a little cool smoke machine, but there wasn't anything that could run for a long period of time and not create condensation or issues. So, and it was small enough to fit in there, so I'm not going to worry about putting something in there permanently. But I'm going to hopefully do something for a little video when I put together a finished video of this scene. I shan't be accepting your offer, mate. No. Gregory reckons he's going to do a fucking 35mm version of this, the dickhead. He asked me for all of my plans and pictures and stuff. He reckons he's going to do a 35mm. I'll believe that when I see it. Oh yeah, where is he? Yeah, this is 7 weeks as of yesterday, so hopeful we'll get it done in 8 weeks, 2 months. There's still, I mean, there's a lot of work still to go on the base, right? Like I got to clean up all the edges and highlight that stuff, and then do the varnish, add more tree foliage and stuff there, blah 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 blah. It's just a lot of stuff left to do to get all of those elements finished. That's what I'm striving towards now. If I can get all of those elements done, then it's just the models, and I feel more confident about the models. You know, I can knock those over pretty quickly, so yeah. Well, that's good, mate. I'm glad that it came out better than you anticipated. Probably didn't come out better than I anticipated, unfortunately. It's probably slightly under what I was hoping for. Just, it's so hard to keep so much steam going for a project like this. Like, you just lose motivation to just do something all the time. So yeah, this as I was talking about before, I was chatting to Colwell, and I'm sort of tree's resin. The big tree in the middle is resin. Yeah, I want to do a diorama where I focus on the story first, and then choose the models and build the scenery around the story. Whereas I did this in reverse. Thanks, Jim. Delicious breakfast cake. I built the stories around the models. So, and I feel like potentially the scenes and elements are a little bit weaker because of that, but it is what it is. without the models, the inspiration wouldn't have been there. So hard to say. But yeah, I'll put that whole idea into the back burner and just mull over that for the next year or so, till I come up with the bits and pieces and work out how to do digital sculpting so I can sculpt elements of the base for myself and all that sort of gear. Well said, Chicken Man. It's quite hypnotic actually, just watching it spin around. It's got a nice rhythm, nice slow rhythm, steady pace. Very good. Alright, well it's obviously not going to be a super long stream tonight, friends, because I haven't really got much else to paint. Yeah, that little dickhead. No one's going to look there, eh? Just trying to see if I can find him. Can't see him anywhere at all from here. Nah, can't see him. Thanks, mate, I will. I can see those little things. Little bug things. Maybe I'll make them darker. Yeah, I think I'll make them darker. Zip, 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 zip. That would be difficult, I reckon. That would be well difficult. Thanks, mate. All right. Well, I'm just going to finish this little dude. Off stream. And hopefully the next day or two I will get most of the base finished, varnished, and we will be into the home stretch. Let's bring the vampires back up. Yes, the vampires. Ooh, the vampires. Hope you win, mate. I was so excited that the other what else went to Drax, someone who's in the chat raids and does cool stuff. It's just nice. Grimwich, thank you for the follow. Yeah, it's cool to have that go to him. It's on its way. Well, if it ends up arriving and he talks about it on stream, mate, let me know, will you? Because I'd like to see him get to open them and stuff. That'd be cool. Yeah, we just passed the 7-week mark, mate. Yesterday was 7 weeks. So what's next for Big Deno? I'm sure you're all wondering. Well, I already talked about it. I painted some historical models for QMHE. Yep, Crusader. Should be fun. Now I'm going to give the big projects a little bit of a wide berth this week, or this next little while, because I do have 3 more projects of this sort of magnitude, maybe not quite this magnitude, but certainly big, planned. So once I have recovered mentally from this project, we might start thinking about a big project again. Hera Models, I think, will be the next one. We'll do a Hera Models one, because I've got all of the Chaos Warriors coming, and they hit me with mad Games Workshop vibes. Dragonlance, yeah, Dragonlance would be hard. Not a lot of good half-elf models. I shan't be painting a fucking Space Marine. Fuck Colwell and his fucking Space Marines. Fucking bullshit. Let me just bring up a picture from their Hera Models Kickstarter, and we'll just quickly talk about that for a second, because this is my idea. So this is the Kickstarter to which I am referring. I'm going to use this image because it doesn't have the busts. So this bad boy is the next Kickstarter that I should get. And so I'm thinking about 2 things at the moment, right? Because I want to do all 5 of them on a base, scenic base, because they're just fucking sublime models. Hera Models casting is unreal, so that'll be mad fun. And it just gives me crazy old chaos vibes, right? You've got a Chaos Marauder up the front right, you've got a Chaos Sorcerer on the left, you've got a big Chaos Warrior up the back, you got like a dude in the middle, and then you got like a Chaos Hound with a dude riding it or something like that. Anyway, just real Chaos Warrior vibes. But as I was looking at it, I was like, should I paint this in the 5 schemes of Chaos from Warhammer? Should I do a Nurgle one? Should I do a Tzeentch one, a Khorne one, a Slaanesh one, and then an Undivided one? And I'm not sure. It would be very difficult to do that and execute that well. But when I look at them, there's clear picks for all 4 of them, I think, for all of the gods. So the dude on the Warbeast thing is Khorne. The dude holding the person's head is Slaanesh. The dude at the back, the big unit, is Nurgle. The front left is Tzeentch. And that leaves the other dude at the middle and the Marauder to be Chaos Undivided. If you don't know anything about Warhammer, this will mean fucking nothing, by the way. So that's what I'm mulling over at the moment. And what sort of base I want to do. It'll be a little bit easier to conceptualise that base than this monstrosity over here. So that's my next big project, probably August, September, probably October-ish I'll do it. And then we've got Ultima Thule, we've got the big ones from, what was another one? Scale 75, the Zodiac, I'm going to do that. Yeah, people who understand the Warhammer lore would love it. People who don't understand the Warhammer lore would be like, what the fuck are you talking about, you guy? So, and it's also really hard to thematically tie those 5 gods and schemes together. Like from a theme perspective, they fucking hate each other. So, yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense for them to all be fighting on the same side. So I may just end up just doing generic chaos, undivided sort of theme. A bit of plan. Alright, well this little chappy is just about done. Hello. Hello. So we'll tuck him away. And we might call it a night for the stream. The messed up Power Rangers here. And hopefully the next stream, we'll definitely be streaming again on Wednesday night. And I think we're going to be diving into some models then. I'm hopeful that by then we'll have the base completely finished. And we'll start the model by model breakdown to get this fucking finished and out of my life. And should we paint the Crusader or the Roman next? The Woman. The Woman or the Crusader? Crusader? I think we should do the Crusader first because I'm excited to paint that guy. That's a fucking sick model. What have the Romans ever done for us? Or the Crusader. Yeah, I've got a couple of bits and pieces up here, mate. This is my little collection of stuff to be painted. It's pretty small, actually. That's my stash. That's all I've got. Oh, my camera's not in front of me. It's over here. This is the model for my managing director. I'm going to paint that for him because it looks like him. Supreme Commander, we call him. This is a certificate of quality for this model. I like that. No, Walrus is still here. I'll do him. So he'll be 3rd because I'm going to use him as the giveaway for July. But I'm not going to send him until after Queensland Model Hobby Expo because I think I want to enter him at that because he's a fucking cool dude. So, yeah, I'll paint him after I do the Roman, the Wayman and the Crusader. Then I'll finish him. And then the other one I want to do for Queensland, well, I've got a couple. I would like to do Thanatos. I'd really like to do that model, but I don't know if I'm going to get it done for a while. What are you talking about? Nice looking Wally Wombat. Yeah, this is the other one I've got that I'm pretty pumped for. I talked about buying this, but I haven't shown it on stream. The Wormspat. Ah. How cool are these guys? So I might try and do those for Queensland Model Hobby Expo as well. But maybe we might throw it out to a vote. We haven't done it. We haven't done a vote for a while, so we might throw it out for a vote. I'll definitely be doing the Crusader and the Wayman. Oh, the Lord Craig model is fucking epic, man. I almost want to buy it and do that model just because of how good the model is and how nostalgic it makes me feel about Warhammers, but I don't think I will. Oh, that's right. I got Curse City too. I promised Daz that I'd do it after this project. Yeah, I should do Curse City so we can play the fucking game. Yeah, maybe I should do Curse City. I'm gonna do the Roman and the Legionnaire first, or the Crusader first, because they're a part of Queensland Model Hobby Expo. So they're the priority. After that, we'll worry about the rest. Curse City will be pretty quick, I reckon. Like, I've got zombies and skeletons and fucking shit to paint. That's easy. That'll take me all of about 2 days, and then I'll spend heaps of time on the heroes. I'm probably gonna sell it to Curse City. Did we get over the hump? Did we get over the 20k hump? Yeah, we did! 20,001 followers on Instagram. Woo, woo, woo. Alright, friends, let's go find some champion we can raid, I think. No, I'm already... The whole reason I bought Curse City was a painting project. I looked at it and I said, I would like to paint those models. If we get 1 or 2 games out of it and we have a bit of fun, great. After that, I shall sell it to people who will enjoy the game for what it is, and that is all. And I enjoy that. So let us have a look at... Thanks, Benny. See you, mate. Let's have a look at whom we can raid. Emmanuel's painting. Chris P's painting. We haven't raided him for a while. Let's see what else is cracking in the miniature figures category. Shall we? Indeed. Nalind is doing model building. Roll 1 to explode. Some hobby time. Dial Art. We've raided him. Still a rebel. We haven't raided her for a while. She's pretty great. Let's have a bow peep at what she's doing. Nux Vomica. Return of the Spud. It's a cool name. Happy to take some suggestions here, friends, but we're looking for we like looking for newbies that we haven't raided before. There's a dude playing Bloodborne, actually. Too Many Skeletons is his name. Let's see what Still a Rebel's doing. Oh, she's painting a... Oh, that's quite a nice model, actually.
Things. If the paint doesn't stick or it doesn't work, don't keep going. Just stop for a second.
I like that model a lot.
And try a different thickness.
I think we might be raiding Still a Rebel.
So, yeah.
Oh no, Too Many Skeletons is playing Bloodborne. I don't want to watch dudes playing games. I want to watch people painting toy soldiers. Alright, let's raid Still a Rebel. She's a champion.
Brush the one now. Let me try. This one's big.
Oh.
Try this one again.
CHK's on. Why did he not come up in my search? Oh well, we're raiding Still already. It's happening! It's happening!
A different one.
Raid!
No. Oh no, this one. No, not this one. Sorry. This one. Let's see how the base takes the paint. And again, this might be a little weird because I've primed it with the brush. But let's see how it takes some of this paint, shall we? Okay, not too terrible. Not too terrible. It does look a lot more shiny. I really hope the shine goes down when I varnish it. I really do. There we go. Oh my god! Oh, Big Dino coming in with a lot of people. Hey, how